My name's Dominic Trainer. I'm 32. I studied Spanish at university. I deliver boot camps, like exercise boot camps in schools, in primary and secondary schools. And I have set up Spanish Gap Year, which is for people who want to become fluent in the language in 3 months. I think the thing that I always wanted languages for was for travel. I always used to look at the back of atlases, and I used to go through the list of countries and see which countries spoke what languages, and I would go through and say, okay, well, you know, X amount of countries speak Spanish, right, I'm going to do Spanish, because I just really wanted to travel. That was the main thing. Pretty much every single job I've had has been because I've had languages. You know, I've basically got my last 4 or 5 jobs just on the strength of having Spanish. On my year abroad, I worked in a sailing club, which was right on the beach in Las Palmas in Gran Canaria. When you're on your year abroad, you really have to get stuck in because there's basically nobody else to help you. And it can be difficult, and so it definitely gives you a certain amount of resilience. If you can be in the situation where you can do a core subject like economics or something like that, but then pick up another 2 languages, that immediately just puts you straight at the top of the pile in terms of when you make job applications. Probably just the opportunities it opens up. I mean, going on holiday somewhere and not being able to speak the language, you know, that's good. You can have a good time, but learning the language it's just another world. I basically had a surfing accident and a board hit me in the face, and my lips split entirely open, and I was sort of streaming with blood, and I ran along to the local hospital, and I went to the lady on the counter, and she didn't really care. And so she just told me to go into the waiting room, and I went into the waiting room, and there was sort of about 30 or 40 people all sitting there. And I just was in such a panic. I just stood up in front of everybody and said, "Is everybody okay with me going next?" And you know, that was the scariest moment, because I was kind of like, am I going to say this in front of all these people? But I was so anxious about the whole thing. And everyone just turned around, took one look at me, and like blood all over me, and they were just like, "Yeah, no problem." Straight into the doctor's room, and that was it basically.